Next up, at UFC Vegas 101, we have Marco Tulio taking on Ihor Potieria in another fight with some very wide odds. This entire card has very wide odds fight. I don't think we have a single fight on this card that's close as far as the odds are concerned. Even the Santiago Ponzinibbio fight started to spread out. But anyway, Marco Tulio, 12-1 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5, making his UFC debut. Taking on Ihor Potieria, 21-7 in his career, only 1-4 in his last 5. He is riding back-to-back losses. Marco Tulio is a pretty good striker. He's a pretty solid grappler as well. Striking is diverse, good amount of power. His volume is solid, but it's not overwhelming, and that's because he takes his time at distance. He has no problem just working in some leg kicks. He's got some very good grappling as well, and then he can get the fight to the ground and then either ground and pound or hunt for a submission. He's taking on Ihor Potieria. Ihor Potieria is a pretty one-dimensional guy, all striker. Very loose striking style. Good power, good accuracy. He can be hittable because he keeps his hands really low and he relies on that chin. His takedown defense is not very good, but he does a good job of making you pay on the way in. There's an uppercut waiting. There's a knee. He is very dangerous, but also very finishable. He's coming off the decision loss to Cesar Almeida, where he tried to switch it up a little bit and worked in a couple of takedowns. Marco's going to be the pick here. This fight is set up for Marco to win. I think he wins. I think it's just that simple. He's got the power to hang. He certainly has the wrestling to change where this fight goes. Ihor has been trying to evolve, but I think it's a little too late. Marco's the pick. I think he gets it done. What are we laughing at now?
No, I was just I hadn't watched the replay of me earlier. If you guys are just joining, I had a different costume on at the beginning of the stream. I literally sitting here, I was like, let me see what that looked like me walking on screen. It's so funny. Listen, guys, this is serious. Marco Tulio, Angelo, I don't know if you know this, dating Norma Dumont.
Is he really? Damn,
son of a
dude.
bitch.
Yeah.
Unrelated. Unrelated. I'm actually picking Ihor Potieria in this fight. You know, it is definitely a flyer type situation, but I will address Ihor as this. And tell me if you agree. I don't know if you are going to agree or whatever, but Ihor is like a guy that if you just walked into a gym and he was just kind of off in the corner hitting mitts with somebody.
Yeah, you'd be like,
and
whoa.
You watched him just throwing those combinations. You'd be like, holy shit, that guy's fucking good. Because he is a really good boxer. I mean, he looks, at moments, the combinations, the way he throws shots is like a fucking big-ass Sean O'Malley, especially when he braids his hair. Like, he is that good and that crisp with his striking. And if you're just sitting there and he just hitting mitts, I bet he looks fucking fantastic. The issue is when you get in a fight, the mitts hit back, right? I mean, these are heavy hits, and he has shown that when people are hitting him back, he can't really withstand the power very well. I will say too, I know he's kind of had a rough go, right? Even though the results don't show it, I think he's improving. I think Ihor is
looking... Saw the takedowns in the last
fight. I think he really is improving and evolving as a fighter. I actually believe that he has a major speed advantage in this fight. Marco Tulio, to me, I know he's got knockouts and he's a powerful guy, and if he lands, he can probably knock out Ihor, and that's what the odds say should happen, right? You get a powerful guy, a chinny guy, boom, minus 500. But Ihor's landed some heavy shots with some real nice speed, and if Marco comes in, you know, those a cocky, good-looking, I'm dating fucking normal Dumont Brazilian and thinks he's just going to walk this guy down and knock him out, he can easily get caught with a counter. I like Ihor striking. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but sometimes speed is enough, and this dude's fucking fast as shit, and he lands on people. And if Marco starts getting landed on when he's not usually getting landed on, he might panic, throw some heavier shots, and get in one of those situations. So it's a flyer here. Has nothing to do with the month, but I'm going Ihor.
There you go. He can come in and get smoked like Dern's ex. Yeah.
Oh, no. Chicoli. But
yeah,
Vitor,
Antonio.
I mean, the big, good-looking Brazilian Vitor too. You know, I don't know. We haven't been live since that card, I guess. But you know, what's funny about that too is that was Dustin Jacoby, who's at Factory X, and obviously I'm friends with some of the people at Factory X. And Cody Brunge was in his corner, and when they left, my seats were second row. And when the fighters walk out, they walk right by you, and you can walk in and say hi to people. So like when Yanez lost, I was like, hey man, you're all good. Like he came over, it's like, dude, I thought I had that. You know, it's like, Yanez, you're good to go. You don't have to fucking apologize to me, fucking buddy. You're fucking good to go. And he won that fight. I mean, he very clearly won that fight. I mean, that was a ridiculous decision. But Cody Brundage came up before Jacoby left, and I gave him, I dapped him up and gave a high five, and he pointed at my shirt. He said, that was for you. Because in my breakdown, I said I was worried about about Amanda being around Vitor being a good-looking Brazilian, and I had my Amanda shirt
I
on.
was wondering what that meant. I saw it in the vlog, and I was like, what is he talking about?
Yeah, he pointed. He's like, that was for you. Like, they knocked out Vitor for me because of the Amanda situation. So that was fun.
There you go. $9,600 in DraftKings Fantasy. Honestly, I mean, it may be worth it. Ihor is finishable. That is the problem, because you're right. He's dangerous on his feet. He is evolving. We saw takedowns when he fought a high-level striker in his last fight.
I don't think he's a quitter. You know?
He's not a quitter. It just your chin does what your chin does. Like quitters turn their heads and just let the referee stop it. He's not a quitter. He just
in that one fight, he was
fights
so
with his
tired,
hands
dude.
low.
He should have got the win. He should have got that finish, and the fight goes on. He's just fucking exhausted. Just fucking.
No, Ihor is certainly better. He's certainly better than people give him credit for. And actually, these odds are not as insane as they could be. Because this could be people just look at it 1-4 in his last 5, and then go nuts, which they haven't really done. Anyway, Marco is my pick. Jakey Boy went on the other side, but very cautiously. $9,600 in DraftKings Fantasy.
It has nothing to do with Norman DeMont.
$9,600 in DraftKings Fantasy. I'll take a closer look. I think it could potentially be worth it just with the way Ihor fights with his hands low and all of that. But if you want to check out the official bets, the picks, and everything else that we offer, the tools, the insight, the tape study, the artificial intelligence, the app, the revamped website, WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member at the top. It's only $10 an entire month.